Shadow Pokemon! Shadow Pokemon! Shadow Pokemon! They are really strong counterparts of their non-shadow forms. So today, we're gonna check out my Shadow Pokemon collection here in Pokemon GO. So hi to all of you guys. So before I even show you guys my entire collection, let's go ahead to check out the count for the total number of Team Rocket grunts and leaders that I have battled. Alright, all the way down here. Alright, so I've battled a total of 11,582 grunts, and it's just insane to see 5 digits on this particular medal itself, but there are people out there in the world, like in Japan, etc., who have double of this amount. Let's go ahead and check out my Purification medal also, which right now I'm at 10,466. Yeah, so I'm actually really happy that I managed to achieve 5 digits on this medal also. And if you guys are wondering why do I purify my Pokemon before I transfer them away, or evolve before I transfer them away, it's because when you purify your Pokemon, they go up to level 25, and when you transfer them, there's a higher chance to get Candy XL, which is what I'm targeting. And also, it costs a lot of Stardust to do that, but it's definitely worth it in terms of the Candy XL grind. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out my storage over here right now. Alright, we're gonna type Shadow, and there are 4 categories of Shadow Pokemon that I would like to showcase to you guys. First of all, it is the Shiny. Second of all, it's gonna be Legendaries. Third of all, it's gonna be Hundos. And fourth of all, it's gonna be a combination of both PvE, player versus environment, meaning you use for raids or gyms, and also PvP, player versus player, or Go Battle League. So let's go ahead and check out, Shiny first. So let's go ahead and go all the way down to the very first Shiny Shadow Pokemon that I've obtained. But fun fact for you guys, before we even look at every single one of them, there are a total of 21 different Shiny Shadow Pokemon that you can obtain till now, alright? And out of the 21, I have gotten a total of 14, which right now you guys can see on the top over there, it shows 31. However, there are some of them that are duplicates, like you guys can see Mawile, etc. And you guys will see even more Shiny Shadow Beldums later on also. So the first Shiny Shadow Pokemon that I got was Stantler. This was from Cliff back in the beginning of 2020, if I remember correctly. But this wasn't the first ever Shiny Shadow Pokemon that you can possibly get. It was Scyther, Sneasel, and Meowth. But I did not get any of those 3 because, I wasn't interested in the Shiny Shadow grind at the point of time when it first came out back in the year 2019. So I didn't go hard to grind out the Shiny Shadow Pokemon at all. 1 second. Alright guys, I had to drink some water. Alright, I'm back. So I didn't grind out the Shiny Shadow Pokemon back in the year 2019 because I wasn't too interested in it at all. Even when Shadow Bagon came out during the period when Shadow Stantler was available, so I did not go hard for the Bagon because at that point of time, Shadow Pokemon, they are actually not worth to get because it costs 3 times more in terms of the Stardust to power up and also to unlock the second charge move. And there is no real benefit because there wasn't the Shadow bonus like what we can see right here right now. Shadow bonus of 20% damage. At that point of time, it did not exist at all, so it was not worth it to actually go after a Shadow Pokemon other than for collection for Shinies, I guess. So anyway, we're gonna check out the next Shiny Shadow Pokemon that I got, which was Absol. It's the same period as the Bagon and also the Stantler. This was from Sierra. Alright. And yeah, I guess this was also one of my most prized one. And then eventually came Mawile, and this Mawile was from Arlo when I was in Philippines. It was a 98%. It's just insane. This is the rarest Shiny Shadow Pokemon that I have in my collection right now. And I have 3 of those Mawiles, but of course the other 2 do not have really good IVs. And then Pinsir, Shadow Pinsir was from Cliff. Yeah, I'm trying to recall. And then a Shiny Shadow Beldum was from Sierra. That was when I went really hard. You guys can see I got 4 Shiny Shadow Beldums, including 1 that I have powered up as a Metagross because that's the one that I use with also Meteor Mash. Yeah, and then eventually Arlo had Pineco, Sierra had Lapras, a double Lapras team, and Cliff had Grimer. On the very first day when they changed over into their following Pokemon, I actually got myself the very first Pineco, the Shiny Shadow Pineco. I made a video on it if you guys watched that. Yeah, so I got 2 Lapras and also 1 Grimer. I was going really hard for the Grimer. I almost couldn't get it, but eventually I got it. So eventually it came to the point that Jesse and James had their very own Shiny Shadow Pokemon also. Shiny Shadow Ekans and Shiny Shadow Coffin. So Shiny Shadow Coffin and Ekans, they are, down to luck whether you can get them. You can't really grind them out because it really depends on how frequently the balloon comes, and it comes every 6 hours at that point of time, if I remember correctly, or 3 hours. And it's really just down to luck. So I managed to get the Shiny Shadow Ekans, which I've evolved into Arbok already. It doesn't really have good IVs. And then Sierra had Shiny Shadow Drowsy. And then Arlo had Shiny Shadow Growlithe. Cliff had Shiny Shadow Omanyte, which I've gotten all of them. Yeah, and then eventually Cliff came with his Aerodactyl, which I went crazy for the Candy XL. Yeah. And then Sierra also had her Shiny Shadow Carvaha. I was trying to get the Hundo Purified Carvaha because there will be Mega Sharpedo in the future, and I want to use that to, use as my Mega because I do not have a Hundo Mega Carvaha. I'm not talking about Shadow, I'm just talking about Purified Hundo. Yeah, I mean, it's 1 in 152 chance to get a Purified Hundo, or 1 in 64 chance if it's weather boosted. Yeah, but I couldn't get it. But it's okay, no worries. And then Arlo had the Beldum, which I got 1 Shiny Shadow, which is okay because I guess I was grinding hard for the others and wasn't too lucky to get the Shiny Shadow Beldums. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys something really interesting. Just my Beldum count for the Purified Beldum, it's at 435. It's just insane that I've done so many Beldums. That's how I keep track on my count for the Beldums. Of course, if you include those that I did not purify, like the Metagross and the Beldums that I'm using right now, that's like 440 plus, I believe so. Yeah, so if we take a look at another Shadow Pokemon that I went really hard. Yeah, Aerodactyl. Take a look at that. Also 247 purified. It's just insane. So anyway, we're going to check out the legendary Shadow Pokemon, which we're going to type legendary. And you guys can see I have a total of 14. So we're going to sort by number, Pokédex number. You guys can see that I have a total of 3 Shadow Articunos, 3 Shadow Zapdos, 3 Shadow Moltres, 1 Shadow Mewtwo, 1 Shadow Raikou, 2 Shadow Entei, and 1 Shadow Suicune. I actually wanted to keep the Super Rocket Radar for another additional, Entei, because I wanted my fire team to be stronger so that I could do solos on like Genesect, etc. But I had to sacrifice on not getting a Shadow Mewtwo, which sometimes I do regret doing that. But what's done is done. I could have kept the Super Rocket Radar to not get the Shadow Suicune, also to get Shadow Mewtwo instead. And I could have kept the Super Rocket Radar to not get the Shadow Articunos, but to get Mewtwo also. But I did not do that. So looks like this is what I have right now. And for me, I want to power up all the Pokemon that I do use, like Zapdos. You guys can see I powered up all of them to level 40. Of course, I want to power them up to level 50 also. However, Candy XL wise, I do not have enough to power up to level 50 at all, including Moltres also. It's, like the strongest, one of the strongest fire and flying type Pokemon. It is the #1 flying type attacker right now. So, yeah, I can't power up because I do not have enough Candy XL. I have not touched this one yet to power up because there's no real need to use fire or flying type right now. So I'm going to do that next time. Yeah. So probably I'm going to get another Shadow Raikou, hopefully. Maybe another Shadow Mewtwo. But who knows? We do not know when it's going to be the next new Shadow Legendary for us. Maybe Shadow Lugia or Shadow Ho-Oh, man. So anyway, we're going to check out the next category, the third category, which are my Hundo. So remember, I did a total of 11,580 something Grand Battles. Okay, and I've gotten a total of 4 Hundos. Okay, we cannot account for the Shadow Shiny Pokemon because, you don't have a chance to get a Shiny Shadow Pokemon from fighting the Grunts. You only get it from the leaders, and out of those 11,500 plus battles, I do not know how many of them are leaders, so I can't really give you guys a rough estimate in terms of the count for that. But let's go ahead and see this. I have a total of 4 Shadow Hundos. The first one is actually the Poliwag. We're going to sort by recent. It's actually not Poliwag, sorry, the Scyther. The Scyther was the first one, and I am planning to get it up to Scizor, and then probably use it in the Master League. It'll be at 3,300 plus CP as a level 50 Scizor. Yeah, and I'm still trying to grind out the Candy XL. You guys can see that I need 360 Candy XL, but not to worry, I'm not rushing for it. As for Poliwag wise, I can evolve it into either Politoed or Poliwrath to actually use it in, I guess, the Master League or against maybe even a Team Go Rocket. It'll come in handy and it'll deal more damage also as compared to the non-shadow form. Yeah, so I just want to show you guys the IVs. Alright, they're all Hundos, okay? So as for this, Skorupi, I just got it recently together with the Shaco. It's just 1 day apart. And there is no real need to get a Hundo Shaco, but a Hundo Drapion, actually there's no real need also. It's not going to come in handy in the Master League. You will not be able to use it in the Ultra League when you max it out to level 50 because it surpasses 2500 CP. Yeah, but I mean, I have enough Candy XL to power up to level 50 right now. But I'm not going to do that, but this is what I have. As for the Shaco, yeah, I'm going to power this up to level 50, but it's going to take a while to bring it up to level 50 and it maxes out at 458 CP. It's just super duper laughable. But I just want to let you guys know, even as Shaco with the reduce in the defense and the increase in the damage from the Shadow bonus, is actually stronger than a non-Shadow Shaco, generally speaking, not talking about PvP. Yeah. So anyway, I did not TM away the frustration for some of my Pokemon. I forgot to do it for this actually. Yeah, I did it for this, but I forgot to do it for this. Yeah, I was just grinding out. The Team Rocket grunts like crazy too. I forgot to do it to some of them. So anyway, we're going to go into the last category, which is going to be a huge one. It's going to consist of both my PvP and PvE Pokemon, which are a lot. I discarded those that I do not want to keep, so let's dive into it. But we're gonna have to type exclamation legendary, exclamation shiny, and exclamation 4-star to make things easier for us to remove all those that we have already looked through. So I have a total of 184 Shadow Pokemon that I'm keeping that I want to show you guys. We're gonna sort by number and we're gonna go through them relatively quickly. So Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, I'm actually using them, intending to use them as a Shadow Venusaur because it is still the number 1 grass type Pokemon right now, other than when Shadow Roserade comes in the future, which we do not know when. Yeah, so I'm actually also going to use this as, I guess, Shadow Beedrill in the Great League, and I have put the rank over there, you guys can see, .GLR46, meaning it's rank 46 according to, you know, the IV checker that I used from Stadium Gaming. .iv, yeah, I can't remember the website name, but it's by Go Stadium. Anyway, yeah, so the next one is actually going to be this Shadow, Sandshrew, but if you guys see, I named it as R249. It's rank 249, but there's a dash over there. It means that the Shadow form of this particular Pokemon, when you use it in the Go Battle League, it's worse than the non-Shadow form. Alright, so this, the Weedle, when you evolve it into Beedrill, it will be better as the Shadow form as compared to the non-Shadow form. Alright, so anyway, we're just going to take a look at some of the really interesting ones, like this particular one, that when I saw that I got this, I was really happy because I know Nidorina, the second stage evolution of this, and even Nidoqueen will have its move buffed, like Poison Sting getting buffed, Cross Poison getting buffed, and Nidoqueen getting access to Cross Poison also. But the Shadow form is actually lousier than the non-Shadow form, so that's quite sad. But it's okay, I have a Hundo Nidorina, which I guess I'll use that in the Great League. Yeah, so the next one is this. This is quite interesting. Nidorino. And if you guys can see, it's placed as GLR1. It's rank 1 in the Go Battle League, in Great League, as a Nidorino. And it's Shadow, so I guess it's nice to have this, but it's just insane, man. I guess I'll make a video on it in the future. So anyway, the next one is going to be this Vulpix, which I guess I'm preparing for Little Cup or under 500 CP Cup. Especially the Element Cup, guys. They can only use CP 500 and below Pokemon. That's Fire, Grass or Water typing, or Dual typing with those typing as mentioned. Yeah, so Vulpix is one of those Pokemon that you could possibly use in that cup, the Element Cup or Little Cup. And I have 2 of them that is actually rank, 5 and also rank 3. But, if I were to evolve it into a Ninetales to use it in the Great League instead, he'll be rank 5. So I might want to use this as a Ninetales and use this as a, Little Cup contender. So the next one is actually going to be Zubat, alright? So Zubat, you guys can see that I've ranked it as that. Okay, so there are a lot of Pokemon to go through, but I just want to go through some of the ones that are really interesting because 184 Pokemon, they are just insane, but I just explained to you guys how I actually rank the Pokemon in terms of .gl, R9 and UL, blah blah blah. Okay, so there are actually 2 Venonets that I've gotten that if I purify them, they will turn into a Hundo. Anything that you guys can see the name S and a hyphen S means that it will go into a Hundo. Hyphen A means it will go into a 98. Alright, so if I were to purify this right now, it will turn into a Hundo because you'll get +2 for each of the IVs, attack, defense, and HP when you purify your Pokemon. Okay, so I'm not going to do that because I'm just going to keep it as it is. But the interesting ones are like, okay, Machop. Machop is what I want to show you guys because Machamp, Shadow Machamp is a very strong Pokemon. That's what we use. I use most of the time to fight against, the raids and the gyms, etc. And this is a 96%, Shadow Machop, which I guess will turn into a Shadow Machamp. And I do have enough Candy XL to power it up, but I'm not going to do it in this video. And these 2 Machops, they have the exact same IV. It's just interesting to see that. And quite a few of them that I'm keeping also. I've actually gotten rid of quite a few good ones also, but when I say good ones, I mean like around above 80%. But I got rid of them because I got better ones. So normally how I do it is that I will have like 6 that I look at, the top 6 that I look at. Once I get something better, I'll replace one of them with the better one that I got, and then slowly replace, slowly replace, slowly replace. Yeah, that's how I do it. And as for this particular Machop though, if I were to get it up to Machamp, it will rank 27 in the Great League, and in the Ultra League is ranked 44. However, I put a hyphen on the Ultra League one because the Shadow Machamp in the Ultra League isn't as good as the non-Shadow form. So that's why I think I will use this in the Great League as a Shadow Machamp. Yeah, because it's ranked 27 also anyways. So okay, you can see there's another one that I got, Ultra League rank 83, that I put a hyphen over there. Like I said, I'm not going to use it. There's another one that I got, Great League rank 22, so this is better than the other one that I just showed you guys, rank 27. So I might use this rank 22 Machop instead. I did this all last night, guys, to actually slowly label them one by one, just to show you guys. I normally don't do it, yeah, but I just want to show you guys. So anyway, these are my Machamps, 6 Machamps, 3 of them are level 50. Alright, but they do not have like super duper good IVs. I can show you the very first one. Of course, the first one will have the best IV, and it's 96%, and I'm using it, and it's definitely better than a Hundo non-Shadow Machamp already. As for this particular one, you guys can see I put a hyphen at the end because I think this can be replaced, not think, but definitely can be replaced by my top Machops, which I got after powering this up to level 40. Yeah, so all these 3 Machamps can be replaced by the top 3 Machops that I've gotten. So that's why I label them as that. And I probably will max this, 3 Machops instead of those 3 Machamps to level 50. Yeah, so anyway, for Slowpoke wise, I got a Hundo Slowpoke, which technically is my second Hundo Slowpoke. I got a Hundo Slowbro, which I've reserved for Mega Slowbro. And this probably I might purify it to get Slowking, because there is no real use for a Shadow Slowpoke unless it's a Hundo that you can use it in the Great League, but the CP will not go close to 1,400. Yeah, so anyway, I have a Slowpoke that if I were to evolve it into a Slowbro or Slowking, it will be ranked 7 in the Great League, but if I use it in the Ultra League, it will be ranked 6, but it's not going to be as good as a non-Shadow one. Alright, so Magnemite is what I want to show you guys also. I have, tried my best to collect a very good IV Magnemite, but this is the best I've gotten. Yeah, so far, not too good for Magnemite wise, but I got a very interesting one for the Ultra League. Let me show you guys. This particular one. 0, 14, 15. Alright, it is a rank 4 in the Ultra League. Yeah, it's rank 4 in the Ultra League as a Magnezone. And yes, Shadow Magnezone is better than non-Shadow form. So I might actually use this in the Ultra League, man. I'm really happy. And if I remember correctly, I have to power it up to level 45 or 44.5. So that will cost quite a bit of Candy XL, but that's not a problem at all. As for this one, it's going to be rank 45 in the Great League, which I guess I might do so also. You guys can see the IVs is 0, 12, 10. Alright. Okay, so Next one is going to be this, a 98% Shadow Grimer. I was so close to getting this to a Hundo. Like, one more IV you need, come on. But it's okay, there's no real use for it. As for this, I got a Ultra League one, rank 39. As for Drowsy, I guess a Shadow Hypno. Alright, it'll be rank 25 for that. And a lot of executes. I actually prepared executes before Shadow Bulbasaur was available because I thought I could use it to, you know, fight like Swampert in the raids, etc. It's double weak to grass. This was actually the best grass type Shadow Pokemon at one point of time, until, you know, Shadow Venusaur came in, of course, with Frenzy Plant to beat this. So eventually I did not touch the eggs at all. And then I went to check that I got this. It's crazy to get this. It's a 3-15-15 and it's rank 6 in the Ultra League. Yeah, and another rank 9, you know, Executor in the Great League also. It's just insane. And then I saw that I got a rank 2 Executor. So I guess, look, when I did the appraisal for, you know, the rank 6 and then eventually I saw that I had a rank 2, I'm like, okay, I think I can just discard the rank 6 one already. Yeah, I can just purify and discard it, but come on, rank 6! It's just insane already. But yeah. Anyway, I just want to show you guys the Hitmonlees and Hitmonchans. All of them are just one purification away to get to a Hundo, but no, I'm not going to do it. As for the Hitmonchan, it's only useful in the Great League. It's not going to be useful in the Ultra League with the Shadow. Yeah, so I probably will just use this if I need to. It's rank 191. I forgot to put the R there, but it's fine. Anyway, this is going to be quite interesting. Scyther. This Scyther, alright, it is exactly the same rank. 53 in the Great and Ultra League. It's 0, 15, 13. Okay, as a Scizor. But yeah, I'm still contemplating what I should use it for. High chance I use it in the Ultra League because a Scizor, I guess, is more useful in the Ultra League than the Great League. Yeah. So anyway, for Electabuzz also, this is what I want to show you guys also. I've been trying to get myself a good IV Electabuzz. This is very good already in my books. And I would use it in the future, but not now. This, I guess, has a lot of room for improvement. I'm still trying to get myself a good one. And for Ultra League, Electivire is not that good, so that's why I didn't really bother about it. I'm not going to evolve that. And also the Magmota also is rank 26, but I'm not going to do it at all. As for Pinsir, forget it. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I've labeled everything just to show you guys. Magikarp wise, this has pretty okay IVs. Can be better, but I mean, a Shadow Gyarados is, I guess, going to be useful in a Master League only, but no. Gyarados is still better non-Shadow, right? I can't remember. Never mind, I'll go and check it out. So anyway, Lapras wise, okay, this Lapras is very interesting. Check out the IVs. It's so close to a Hundo. Yeah, just 3 IVs away. Yeah, and she actually got herself a Hundo Shadow Lapras, and she actually got it when she was on the way back home after I dropped her off after we did our night grind that time when I was still driving. And then she messaged us, say, hey, I got a Hundo Shadow Lapras. I'm like, what? She did the Sierra over there at her house. And then she got it. She's like, oh, wow. How lucky. And look at this. This is also really close to a Hundo. In fact, this has higher IVs than this. It's 96 and this is 93. So, but this Lapras is also interesting, rank 38 in the Ultra League. However, Shadow Lapras is not as good as the non-Shadow form, so too bad. But look at that, the IVs is just juicy for PvP, man. 15-15 for the defense and HP. Yeah. So anyway, next one is Porygon, which I don't think I'll talk too much about it. Omanyte also not really that interesting. Aerodactyl, ho ho ho. You guys need to see my Aerodactyl collection, man. It's just insane. First Aerodactyl is a 98% Aerodactyl that if I were to purify it, it would turn into a Hundo. This, if I were to not purify, okay, not this one. This one, if I purify, it would turn into a Hundo. This, if I were to purify, it would turn into a Hundo. This, if I purify, it would turn into a Hundo. This, if I purify, it would turn into a Hundo. Yeah, so those are the Hundo Aerodactyls that I can get if I were to purify. I think 4 of those, but I've renamed them as Aerodactyl, Shadow Aerodactyl, because Shadow Aerodactyl is still really strong, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be of any use in the future. But I'm just going to keep it as that for now. As for Aerodactyl, in the Great League, I have 2 very interesting ones to show you guys. First of all is this particular one that's ranked 780, but look at the stats. It's 0, 10, 15. So it doesn't mean that if you have a 0 attack, you know, Aerodactyl is going to be like rank above 100 or less than 100. However, it really depends on the defense and the HP, Also, it depends on the stat product, and it depends on how high the CP can go up to before it hits the limit of 1,500 CP or 2,500 CP if you're talking about Ultra League. Yeah, so anyway, if we look at this particular one, it has 1, 10, 12 IVs, and it's ranked 7. Alright, so I probably will use this in the Great League, because there are times where, if I remember correctly, Aerodactyl was one of the strongest one because of that particular cup itself. So I'm keeping certain of the Pokemon for certain cups also that comes in the future. Yeah, anyway, we're going to talk about Snorlax right now. Snorlax. Yeah, you guys can see that I've gotten myself a 96% Shadow Snorlax. This is the best one that I've gotten so far. And this is not the best one that I've gotten so far, but if only the attack and HP can like swap position, that'll be quite interesting. But the problem is Shadow Snorlax is not good in the Ultra League as compared to the non-Shadow form. But in the Master League, yes, it is stronger. Alright, so this high chance will be used in the Master League. Definitely not purifying this to get a Hundo. Yeah, this is definitely better than a non-Shadow, Hundo Snorlax. Yep. So anyway, next one is going to be Dratini. And this Dratini is quite interesting with 11, 15, 15. I guess I might use it as a Dragonite to fight raids or whatsoever, but it's still not going to beat a Shadow Salamence. Alright, and this also is going to be the same. And this is actually very interesting. It can be used in the Great League, rank 19, or Ultra League, rank 43. If I remember correctly, I checked for Dragonair and also Dragonite. And the Great League one is for Dragonair. And the Ultra League one is for Dragonite. Yeah, Ultra League one is for Dragonite because Dragonair cannot go past even 2000 CP in the Ultra League. Yeah, all this I have to like remember and memorize. Yeah, you have to remember what Pokemon you have and what your Pokemon can be evolved and power up to, man. Anyway, this is going to be turned into a Jumpluff, a Shadow Jumpluff, which is stronger than a non-Shadow Jumpluff, and it's ranked 43 in the Great League. Yeah, 0, 13, 10. Okay, and as for Macro, it's actually the number 1 flying type attacker right now, not considering legendary Pokemon. So it's quite interesting to see this, but I don't know if I'm going to power it up at all because the flying type moves, come on, it's not really that good. As for this, yeah, Macro, it can go up to under 1500 CP. Alright, so if I were to power up to like, yeah, right now 1495 CP, it will be ranked 67 in the Great League. Yeah, it's so nice that you can get Macro beyond beyond close to 1500 CP with the XL candies right now. Last time you couldn't. Yeah. So anyway, Mischievous, this one is just kept here for I do not know what. I don't think I'll be using this. Yeah, so I'm not too interested. As for Wobbuffet, I actually have 4 purified Hundo, purifiable Wobbuffets. Alright, so the first one is this. If I were to purify this, it will turn into a Hundo. If I purify this, it will turn into a Hundo. If I purify this, it will turn into a Hundo. So, and then one of them I've already purified into a Hundo Wobbuffet. Alright, that has return. And yes, you do want to have return on your Wobbuffet, because the only way to get 2... Oh wait, I went to TM that away. Oops. I shouldn't have TM that frustration. Yeah, you do not want to TM away the frustration on Pokemon like Sableye and even Wobbuffet, because them having, frustration and then you purify into return, you will actually have 2 moves. Alright, because Wobbuffet only has one particular move. If you guys see over here, it only has Mirror Coat. I cannot unlock a second move anymore already. Yeah, but if you actually have frustration on and then get return is like a Hyper Beam. Alright, so if you have Mirror Coat plus Hyper Beam, well, it's better than having just one move, right? So anyway, the next one is going to be this Pineco. This Pineco, alright, can turn into a Hundo if I purify it. And there's another Pineco that will turn into 222 if I were to purify it. Because this is a weak Pineco. It's 000. It was from Arlo. It doesn't show Arlo, but it's from Arlo. And when I got this 000, I'm like, what? Sometimes when you do the appraisal and then you like do it like this, you'll be like, did the game get hung? Like, excuse me? Where are the IVs? Yeah, it happened to me a few times, man. Anyway, we're gonna check out this Gligar, which I'll do purify, you turn into a Hundo. This Gligar that is better in the Ultra League, rank 10 also for the Great and Ultra League, but I probably use it in the Ultra League as a Glitzcore. Yeah, Snubbull, if I were to purify it, it will turn into a Hundo. Quite lucky to actually get this though, but Granbull, yeah, probably will be used in the Master League. Anyway, I got this that is rank 101. I believe it can still be improved because Shadow Snubbull has just been released into the game, so it will take a while for me to get something that is better under rank 101 as a Granbull. Rank 84 in the Great League, so I'm striving to get something better also. Yeah, I just want to show you guys this. So this Shuckle is, I rename it as Shuckle LOL because PvP IVs, guys. Whenever I see 0 attack, it means like it has potential to be PvP IVs. However, Shuckle is not one of those Pokemon that you want to get because, yeah, it'll max out at 243. Alright, so this Shuckle, it is not the Shuckle, sorry. Where's that? Oh yeah, okay, I showed you guys that Shuckle just now, right? It maxes out at 400 plus CP, that Hundo. I have removed the Hundo search from here. But it maxes out at 400 plus CP only. So having that particular IV spread for the Shuckle is not really that ideal, but it's just funny to see that. Anyway, for Sneasel collection wise, I'm still trying to get myself a good IV Sneasel because Sneasel turning into Weavile will be the #1 Dark type Shadow attacker. However, I've not been lucky enough to get anything good. Yeah, you guys can see the IVs are just really bad because there's so much room for improvement. Yeah, I'm still gonna try my best to get it. Other than this particular one, that's very interesting to talk about. Great League Rank 1. Yeah, it's a Great League Rank 1 Sneasel. 1, 15, 14. But you guys can see a hyphen over there. Because the non-shadow form is better than the shadow form. Yeah, that's all I will say. I was so disappointed when I checked and saw that. Oh my god, the shadow form sucks. Well, it's okay. Anyway, if I were to use it as a Weavile in the Ultra League, it will be ranked 371 for this particular Weavile, and it will be better. Anyway, yeah, it's just insane. Okay, so the next Pokemon that I will talk about is actually Swinub. And Swinub, I've been trying my best also to get myself a good IV Swinub. This is the best I've gotten so far in recent days. 15, 11, 12. This one still has a lot of room for improvement, likewise for this, and this is going to be ranked 7 in the Great League. However, it's not as good as non-shadow form, which sucks. This also is ranked 14, however, it's also not as good as non-shadow form, that's why I put a hyphen over there. As for this Skarmory, very interesting IVs to 15-15, rank 11 in the Great League, but it's also not as good as the non-shadow form. Quite sad. Anyway, for Houndour wise, I got this. It's quite interesting. 15 for attack and HP, but I don't think I'll be doing anything to this, man. Who knows? Anyway, same for the other Houndours. As for the Houndoom being used in the Ultra League, is also not as good as the non-shadow one, so it's also rank 9. And this is another one, rank 4096, because it's the weakest Houndoom that you can possibly get. 000 IV, man. Yeah, rank 4096 for PvE, not PvP, yeah? It may not be ranked, like super duper low if you use it in the Great League or Ultra League, even if it has 000 IV. But of course, if you use it in the Master League, it'll be ranked, 4096. So anyway, next one is going to be this Houndoom, which I can purify to get a Hundo, which I'm not going to do so. Larvita wise, this Larvita I got quite recently, just like around 2 weeks ago, and I will definitely keep it for the Shadow Tyranitar, and this Pupita also, very lucky to get it. Very happy to get it. As you guys can see, my Tyranitas that I have gotten, the Shadow Tyranitas, they do not really have super duper awesome IVs, but they are definitely better than the non-shadow form already. Especially for this particular one, which has 4, 15, 15 for the IVs, and it's ranked 406 in the Ultra League. However, Shadow Tyranitar isn't that useful in the Ultra League, but it's better than the non-shadow form, so I'm just keeping it for now. Who knows, in the future there might be a cup that we can use Tyranitar, and Tyranitar might be ranked like, one of the top in the meta. Yeah. Similarly for this Tyranitar, you guys can see that it's ranked 903, and I put a P over there to tell you guys that I'm going to purify this right now because I have one that is better, the previous one. And I told you guys that I always purify my Shadow Pokemon so that I can get extra Candy XL. Hope to get Candy XL when I actually transfer them, which I'll do so right now. Candy XL, please. Yes, we got one. Nice. So that's a level 25 Tyranitar being transferred away. So let's go ahead and check out Market though. This is the one that I really feel super duper dumb when I bring this up. I was supposed to evolve this during December, last year's December community day, to get the Com Day move, Hydro Cannon. Alright, all of them have really good IVs, I must say. Especially this particular one that I can use for the Great League or the Ultra League. But definitely could be better. And this particular one is the last one out of the 6 that I've prepared. And I didn't have enough time to like go and grind out the mudkips anymore. But that's the last one. All of them have their frustration removed already. Yep. But I forgot to evolve them during the community day to get swamped with Hydro Cannon. I have enough resources, I have enough like candies to evolve. But I'm going to grind out the Candy XL to prepare for the future in hopes of, you know, powering up to level 50. So the grind continues. For Pochiana wise, I've gotten one for the Little Cup. This particular one is not going to be purified. I'm just going to keep it as it is. 0, 13, 14. Rank 28 in the Little Cup, meaning under 500 CP. Okay, and I might use it, who knows, it's quite interesting. Yeah. As for C-Dot, I've gotten one for the Ultra League rank 259. And yeah, I need to get slightly lower for the attack. If I'm not mistaken, it's 5 attack. Yeah, and as for Great League, it's rank 34 for this Shadow Shift 3. Yeah, who knows, man, I might use it in the future. For routes wise, I have 2 very interesting ones. This particular one that has pretty high IV but not high enough for my liking. But if I were to purify it, it would turn into a 98% routes. As for this particular one, is CP10. I couldn't remember like how did I get this. Like, I know I was in Philippines at that point of time, but it was quite new for the Shadow Pokemon to be out. And we were able to get like level 1 Shadow Pokemon. I do not know like whether is it possible right now. I don't think so that it is. So that's why I'm keeping that as like collection. For Nose Pass wise, forget it. It's not going to be good in any of the leagues. I'm just keeping that just for fun. Yeah, fun. Alright, so this Aeron is a 13, 13, 13. If I were to purify it, it will turn into a Hundo. I had this before I got another Hundo non-purified Aeron, which I'm going to use that as a Mega Aggron. So this particular one, I'm not going to purify it anymore since I've already gotten that, but I'm just keeping it just for fun. Electric wise, excuse me, sorry. What's up? Electrite wise, yeah, this has very nice IVs, but Manectric isn't too good in the PvP, so forget it. This Kavaha and this Kavaha, if I were to purify both of them, they will turn into a 98. Purified Kavaha, but I want a Hundo Kavaha. Still trying to get it. Hopefully I can get it soon. Yeah. Lilip or Credeli also not so good in the Great League or Ultra League with the Shadow form. Yeah, this will turn into a Hundo also, the Anorith. As for this, this one I want to talk to you guys about. This particular Dusclops is rank 2 in the Great League. If I were to not purify it, rank 2 as a Dusclops with non-return move. But if I were to purify it to get return, it will be rank 46. That's why I put a P46. Alright, Dusclops, and it will have return. Return is definitely better than frustration. So I mean, if only I can get like a Shadow with return, wow, that'll be insane. Of course, that will be so strong for a lot of other Pokemon. So anyway, the next one I'm gonna talk about is this Beldum that's so close to getting a Hundo. I was so close, just one IV away. Sierra. Oh, so not Sierra. Arlo. Why did I say Sierra? Sierra, it was the first one at Arlo. Yeah, so in recent times it was Arlo. It was just insane. So close, but didn't make it. Sad. Anyway, the next one is going to be this, which I do not know why I need it for. Yeah, so we're going to talk about my Shadow Metagross right now. The first one is this, which has 15, 15, 14 IVs. And actually, this is effectively a 98% Metagross. In order for it to be a Hundo, yes, it has to be 15, 15, 15. But if you actually have a 15, 14, 15 Metagross, effectively it's also a Hundo Shadow Metagross. Because of the rounding up, it's actually technically the same as a Hundo for 15, 14, 15. So when I actually found that out, I'm like, crap, mine is 15, 15, 14. This is actually effectively a 98% Metagross. Okay. So anyway, I got another Metagross. This is a second one with 15, 13, 15, 15, 12, 15, sorry. And then this, my third Metagross. I try to get all of them with 15 attacks. Of course, if I can get, you know, higher defense and HP, awesome, but these are the ones that I'm using. And even for the Shadow, the Shiny, I think I removed the Shiny. The Shiny was the one that I showed you guys just now already. So I could actually replace that Shiny with this particular one, since this one has like 14, 15, 15. And I actually can evolve it right now to not get Meteor Mesh. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so the next one is this Starly. I actually got it just before I slept last night. In fact, this morning, you guys can see the date, 31st of May. It is rank 11 in the Great League and rank 48 in the Ultra League as a Staraptor. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use it for now, but definitely we have to get rid of the frustrations before we can actually use it. Stunky wise, this could be purified into a Hundo Stunky or Skunktank. Yeah, this also Skunktank will be rank 97, but it's not as good as a non-shadow form. Alright, so this Skorupi, I put it as 194 and 224. Because it's rank 194 for the Great League and rank 224 in the Ultra League, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to use it for, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I forgot to put the dots or whatsoever, but it's fine. As for this particular one, yeah, it's rank 6 in the Ultra League, but it's not as good as the non-shadow form. Alright, Snover, Snover, very interesting ones that I need to show you guys. First of all, this one can turn into a Hundo. This one also can turn into a Hundo. This one is a rank 1 Abomasnow in the Great League. Rank 1. Rank 1, guys. Rank 2 in the Ultra League. Best buddy. But I'm using it as a rank 1 in the Great League. Yeah, and I got it like quite a while back already, since December. Yeah, it's just insane. Merry Christmas to me, man. So anyway, the next one is this Shadow Magnezone, which I powered up to level 50 already. It has like really like, to me it's like perfect IVs already. Yeah, this is just insane, but I really love it. Next one is going to be this, my Shadow Electivire, which I'm not going to power up to level 50 because I believe I can get better ones, so skip that. Next one is this, my level 50 Shadow Mamoswine. I powered this one up first because this was the first one, the best one that I got at the point of time. I wanted to showcase a level 50 Shadow Mamoswine at that point of time. Eventually I got something that's better, but it's not level 50, it's level 40. And eventually I got something that's also better than the first one, and also something that's better than the level 51, and also something that's not as good as that level 51, and also some... Okay, and then that's all. Yeah, so, I mean, I've gotten a few more better swine-ups, as you guys saw over there, the CP161 CP swine-up, so I might use that in the future. But I think that is all that I have to show to you guys for my entire Shadow collection. And it's a freaking long video, but this is how it is like to do the Shadow grind. It's just insane, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me, you know, show you guys my entire Shadow Pokemon collection. I'm still gonna grind out the Shadow Pokemon. I don't have hopes of getting, you know, 6 Shadow Hundo of the same species at all. Like, you know, 6 Hundo Shadow Mamoswine, 6 Hundo Shadow Metagross, etc. There's no way anyone in the world can do that, I believe. It's just insane. I mean, I did the calculation and the number of tries you need to do to get it, assuming if it's all weather boosted, 1 in 1,728 chance for it to be a Hundo. Multiply that by 6, it's, yeah, more than 10,000 battles later that you can complete the set, assuming your luck is just on the average side and not unlucky. Yep, so that is all that I have to show to you guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys grinding out the Shadow Pokemon? Reminder, Shadow Pokemon, they are all stronger than the non-Shadow form in PvE situation, player versus environment. Meaning if you use for raids or gym battles, and that's why I rather use my resources on Shadow Pokemon instead of this non-Shadow Pokemon. As for PvP wise, it really depends on the situation and depends on the Pokemon. Yeah, check PvPoke, guys. So with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. It's time to say goodbye. Who wants to say goodbye? All of them are tired already, they need to sleep already, guys. I need to purify all of them. No, I'm just kidding. You do not want to purify your Shadow Pokemon, especially your Shadow Legendary Pokemon, okay? So goodbye, goodbye, goodbye!